Alrighty, so we're going to my mom's. Pick her up, take her to the doctor. Off to the doctor. I gotta check my phone. Where the hell is my phone? Oh, it's one of those days. I gotta turn this off, cancel. Okay. Okay, so, sorry, I had the alarm set. I just had breakfast. Oh, Susan, I forgot my earrings. I love my earrings, by the way. Susan Sunshine sent me a beautiful little package. I hope I shared it with you guys because I can't remember. I'll have to go look. Just, my mind's a little scattered right now. So, nice people living close by or down the hall from me are moving out. A couple of new things going on besides needing a cigarette. I've been smoking twice as much as I usually do. I think it's all the stress. Anyway, so what's happening here? Mom is just not doing well. I don't think she deserves to be going through what she's going through at that respite care. It's not her. It's not her character. I mean, I would have to be strict with her if she was incapable of looking after herself and if she required constant nursing staff and help. Then I would be firm and say, Mom, you have to stay here. You have to. I can't look after you, and so on. As it turns out, she is capable of looking after herself. She just goes through literally, I think she's just overwhelmed, trying to look after my stepdad, making sure he's all right. When she asked him to do something, she's very frustrated because he doesn't understand. But she's getting old too, you know. So, oops, I need to go into, I need to get a 2-bedroom apartment. So I was getting stressed about that. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna have to give 60-day notice, find a place, blah, blah, blah. I really like my apartment. I'm getting used to it. But life goes on, you gotta move. And you know what? I think I'm part gypsy because I can move tomorrow anywhere. It doesn't bother me. Not at all like my mom. Mom needs to have somebody around. She needs people to care for. She needs, you know. I'm independent, but then of course I'm not sick yet. I don't have health issues yet. I'm still driving. I'm still independent. You know, all of those things. So who knows what I'd be like if I was totally. Oh crap. Oh, good. Who knows what I'd be like. But then, you know what, you know, sorry guys. I know it's gonna keep wiggling. It's the Velcro. Yeah, but I started doing crafts. I can start sketching. I start writing again as long as I can. I like being home. I like the quiet. It doesn't bother me. You know, when people are saying to me, oh my gosh, you know, if you take your mom in, you're going to be stuck at home. So what? She was stuck at home with me when I was little. You know, well, she wasn't. She was working, but you know, it's no different than looking after my kids when they were young. The thing is that now, you know, it's the end of life, not beginning of life, and there's kind of a difference. Can't be any more stress. Definitely not stressful compared to what people have to put up with when they have sick children, and you know, the sleepless nights and so on and so forth. So I know I'm just babbling on. I guess what I'm trying to, I'm just going to pick up Mom, take her to the doctor. It's just across the street. So I guess what I'm saying is that I welcome my mom living with me. I am sure we will do our best to compromise. My son is always around. My daughter, if you know, I have to be somewhere that Mom can't go, which is like one or two things, maybe, I don't know. Most things she could just come with me. I mean, you know, do her good to get out of the house. My only issue, big issue, I had to decide between my dog and my mom. I know he's old, he's 11 now. I know he does not like people. He does not like strangers. He doesn't like anybody coming into the house. I was thinking of trying to muzzle him for a while until he got used to Mom. I don't care if he rants and raves, but if he's muzzled for a while, he'll learn, and I could crate him. That's another thing I could do. Otherwise I gotta put him down, and that's scary. That hurts. That hurts. You know, he deserves a good end of life as well. So here I am. So the good news is, hopefully this is still on. The good news is that when I called about an apartment in my complex, I want to stay on the ground floor. I like it where I am. I love my apartment. And I need a 2-bedroom. You won't believe this. Right beside me, next door, I'm at 101, at 102, it's empty, and it's a 2-bedroom. And I went in and had a look. It'll be perfect for us. Bedrooms are a little small, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Sounds good? Sounds great. So I told them, yes, I'll take it. So next week I'm moving. On top of everything else, I'm moving. As soon as we get all the paperwork done, I told them no rush. And as long as I can take my time moving in, if they don't mind doing that, we'll take it over, and I'll give them weeks. They can clean it up. It needs cleaning up, needs a few things done. Problem solved. And even if Mom doesn't move in with me, the extra bedroom would be great for my craft room. So, gotta go pick up Mom. Alrighty. Just had some lunch with Mom. We went to the doctor. She's got new meds. New meds. Look at me, I look like hell. Well, that's what happens when you get called out of bed. I went to bed at 4. Mom called at 8:30. 7:30. 7:30. Oh. Oh dear. It's actually a nice day. It's just hot in the car. That's why I like these, because they keep the ice cubes and the water, not pop, frozen. So now I gotta go and find out how many points I had for lunch. I think I had too many, but I hadn't planned on staying, and I was starving. It's funny, eh? When I have breakfast, I'm hungry. When I don't have breakfast, I'm fine. Ooh. I didn't know if that person was coming or not. Thank you. The way the light was shining on the back of that car, I thought he was going to back up, but there's nobody in the car. One of those cars where the lights are high on the near the window, back window. Oh, there's going to be a wait. Got a lot of stress right now. The doctor said to me, come in anytime if you want to chat. She was talking to me. But, so I mentioned that, I'm going to be moving next door to my apartment I'm in now, because the one next door is a 2-bedroom and it's empty, so I'm going to get all the paperwork done next week, and my son's going to help me just bring things over. They've got some cleaning to do. They got lots of cleaning to do. I'm surprised they didn't clean it first to show it instead of showing it dirty. I know it's been empty for a while. A lot of the apartments in my building are empty in all 4 buildings. A lot of people are moving, and you know what? Well, one, it's summertime, so people are moving out of city, moving, schools, whatever. But because there was 3 stabbings on our street. It's a big crescent. And people don't want to live there. Well, these were young people dealing in drugs. Yes, an accident could happen, that a bystander could get hurt, yes. But all 3 of these, except for one, 2 of them were like 1 and 2 in the morning or around midnight, and most people are, except for me who's walking the dog, are in bed. So I'm not dealing with drugs. I'm not a young person. I don't have any connections. I don't know anybody who does drugs. I don't even know what they look like. I don't even know what they call them anymore. I never took drugs in my life. I was always too afraid. I saw friends. I grew up in the 60s, so I saw a lot of friends that took drugs, and their personality changed a lot. And they were mostly kids that were unhappy at home, and I had a really happy home life, so I didn't need anything to take away any pain. I had no pain. But I know some of the friends that I did have that did take drugs. Their home life was really bad. I wouldn't go over to some of their houses at all. I didn't grow up like that, I was a little Catholic girl who wanted to be a nun. Small community that we lived in. I mean, it was in the city, but the small community that we lived in, you knew everybody. I'm not saying you have to be sad to take drugs, but it just seems to me that most of the people I knew who were unhappy with their life were trying to find a better way of dealing or coping. That was the whole idea in the 60s. For me, I didn't even try. I mean, like I say, one of the things I have to be thankful for is that I have a fear of the unknown. Like I know if you take a couple of drinks you can feel good, like you can feel tipsy and stuff, but I couldn't drink to the point where I am so drunk I don't know what's going on. I can't do that. That's scary to me. That's very scary. You know, and my grandfather was an alcoholic, and it scared the poop out of me. I didn't like him, so that's why I didn't date any men that were drinkers. A social drink once in a while was okay, but not heavy drinkers. My grandfather was not a pleasant man to be around. As a matter of fact, and this was my mom's dad. I mean, he's since passed away, but many, many years ago. But you know, some people can be pretty nasty when they're drinking, and I can't deal with it. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for joining me. I'll do an update, I hope, tonight. I didn't have time last night. I was busy. So I'll do an update on how my so-called point system is going. I'm having issues with it. Never realized I had issues before, but I do. I can see where it's difficult. It's my first time ever being on a kind of a real diet, so we shall see. We shall see. I'm going to keep trying. I mean, as long as I do it, as long as I keep it up, should be okay. I'll take my water. We'll see you soon. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Love your comments. Bye for now.